Number 17, Reese Hoskins. Number 10, JT Realmuto. Bryce Harper. Nick Castellanos. Batting 6th at third base, number 28. Batting 7th at shortstop. Batting 8th at second base, number 2, G. Batting 9th at center field, number 60. Tonight's Phillies starting pitcher, number 20. Now, tonight's starting in Houston Astros. Please welcome the manager of the Astros, second base, number 27, Jose. Jeremy Pena. In left field, number 44, Yorda. At third base, number 2, Alex. 30, Kyle Tucker. Here we go. The Desert Mancini. As McCormick. And the catcher bats 9th, number 15. Number 35. Justin. Gentlemen, your 2022 American. Gentlemen, if you're not standing already.
By the dawn's what so proud at the twilight, whose broad stripes was so proud at the twilight, and the rockets spangled banner.
18th World Series next on Fox. To the World Series. It's game 1. Beat American League champion Houston Astros.
They go deep in the game and shorten the bullpen because their top 3 is outstanding and was shortened because of injuries, but their bullpen, they played an 18
up here for the first game. Verlander, of course, for the Astros.
Well, thanks, Joe. Over the last 6 years, the Astros have timed and built what Dusty Baker calls for sign stealing. Tonight begins their a dynasty. Momentum is on their side. The days. The last time they did lose Nola on the mound. Now here's Ken Rosenthal.
A 2-time MVP, a 300, finally is appearing in his first World Series. One of the before his series-clinching homer in the NLC.
The better he's been. No stage bigger than the
to the Fall Classic. Time.
The Phillies are going to the world. The swing of his life.
World Series.
A chorus of adulation. Dreams of a lifetime as a champion. Philadelphia is in your hands.
For game 1 of the World Series on Fox. Justin Verlander's got the whole world in his hand. 4th postseason start here today. This is 2 full seasons with the injury. Comes back and starts in the World Series in his career.
Since those, look for tonight though. So the strike zone, top of the strike zone for good curveball, slider, occasional changeup.
Kyle Schwarber stands in and off we go. He's hit 3 more in the postseason. Home runs in its last 7 games. Verlander's 0-1 is to the inside.
Release points of both starting pitchers and why the hitter up and his ability to come over the top makes it he's on his game.
He's got the highest release point way over the top. He's in form coming off beating the Yankees. Schwarber hooks to the country mile. You've seen him do
he can break the baseball 2 different ways. That's 6-type curveball and then a sharp breaking slide.
Another 0-2. He's the kind of guy
in this lineup do not. And so he's going to try to fastball.
Home with a 1-2. Goes back up there.
And with the Phillies being a hot, he'll get quick outs. He'll get a lot of strikeouts in his last game. In his
through that game against the Yankees. His 2-2 is a breaker, the first ever in October. He gave up Sim with the walk-off home run and then got off to a bunch 2 innings. Gave up a walk and a double and the base runner the rest of the way. It's to Kyle Schwarber. Gets him looking. So Schwarber's down, the rest of the lineup and Harper in the order, but Rob Thompson says I think that's over with Gene Segura and Brendan Marsh.
Breaking pitch. This one goes down in the 5 home runs. He got hot late. And what he's going to try here is pretty unique. It's
Hoskins loves to pull the ball. 2 up, 2 downs in this series for the Astros. When you're looking at the left side of the infield, Bregman, Doriel's at first, and Martin Maldonado.
Box wall there. That's a place where a lot of
one of them an inside the park homer
is where the pitchers want to keep the ball. A lot of runs.
JT Realmuto. These are the top 2 home. 1-0 from Verlander. Realmuto watches a curve.
Just to get the eyes of the hitters leak. These breaking balls are going to change the rhythm.
Here's his 2-0 pitch. That's high ball 3 on October 4th, and he fired 5 innings. Now, granted, it was already hard enough to face Verlander. Probably some blur. Marty, 3-0 pitch, strike 1.
Into 100, and one thing that made I've called him a 10-speed bike. 8 speeds now, when he's 39 years old, but he's still.
Here's his 3-1. Just back against New York. He touched 98.5, but he can fire it in there when he needs to.
He can. And now it brings in a breaking ball if he wants.
Looking for a 1-2-3 first. That's the inning. Game 1 with Jose Altuve set to lead it off. Alex Bregman out of the cleanup spot, followed by Otto. Round things out for Dusty Baker. Tenured player. He's waited and waited for his shot.
It's going to be an unbelievable contrast of Nola. As you see the pitch mix, he can, as he faces some of these aggressive hitters for the 27 pitch inning, depending on which has had 6 consecutive games at least. Or we'll see who gives.
Altuve to lead off. And it's a perfectly. A bunch of their star players aren't hitting. 25 to start this postseason. Now an 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off.
Where on the plate, and probably swings this ball, but you can't argue his results. The timing back, but look for this pitch right now and see if he can get him to expand.
Here he comes. Tries to get him to.
He dives for a little guy. He covers a lot.
Leading this one off. He does come inside. Nola comes back home and gets him to chip.
Argue with the success he's had lately.
Championship Series MVP for the Astros. He takes an example of this machine to the Astros. He met and exceeded expectations in his first year.
2 of them, but those were 2.
Nola tries again. He goes back to the fastball.
Nola to have a backdoor curveball if he needs.
Hitters in baseball. Jordan Alvarez takes John touchdown almost single-handed. 3-1.
The zone. So what does that say? You better make a lot.
Though both love working hard. That's foul. 2 gone. 1-1 pitch. Down and ends this first. He's down on 3. Cincinnati Reds last year and parlayed that Yankees. Nick Castellanos as he's into the postseason. On a 1-0 from Verlander. He's out. 2 away.
Has Nick Castellanos and Bohm to get early success.
On the first pitch, he swings it. Alec Bohm, who was and another 0-2 from Verlander, is there, and he's retired the first 6. Names in the lineup, but this is one of the most well-rounded for the Astros. Aaron Nola comes home and misses away.
Combination, plays defense.
On this 1-0 pitch, takes
much of a chance to retrieve
runs during the regular season. On 2/3 of their runs in the playoffs on home
percent clip, and that is how you keep the.
It's the Astros on the board.
Solo home run seems to be the theme, and what the Astros do more than getting out and getting a lot of runs.
Spot. It's been a 0. First one from Nola. A strikeout.
He was not confident he would play baseball. Side effect from his chemotherapy was neuropathy.
On the plate, but then break off.
Here's his 2-2. That one's better.
He's set up to hit the fastball. He loves the fastball. He's attacking. See that balls.
On this 1-1, McCormick
the other way, or he can hit it the other way, and look how that.
Off me ball, says Chas McCormick. Corner.
And what they've done.
Martin Maldonado tries to lay off.
They didn't change philosophies. Ball or swing and miss. There it is. Dilemma here for Nola right now would be
leadoff home run from Kyle Tucker. Runner takes it. Maldonado comes through, and it's 2.
A fastball down. A breaking.
the bottom of the order for
have been able to do. Look, they may not,
even though they've not lost in this postseason. First pitch, Altuve. Second one, on to first. There's two. Kyle Tucker. It's over.